Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. June 24, complete paper. We are going to start 51 variant. Okay, so have a look. Question number 1 we have, and this is called coding method. And coding method, we have a formula. And coding method, we are going to start. What is our basic formula of the coding method for the mean? Sigma x minus a over n plus a. Make sure this number and this number always same. Okay, so now I'm going to apply, but problem is that 20 values have this given, and next another 25 values we have given this. So basically mean formula, he's asking mean of the all 45 values. So what we are going to do, so same base formula we are going to use, because basically this 30 very clear is the sample data is same. So it means here I write a value 30, you can see clearly. And here I'm going to write here sigma x minus 30 and plus sigma x minus 30 and divided by n. N means actually n1 plus n2. So basically this value is coming from here, and this value is coming from here, and 439 and plus 470 and divided by sum of the both numbers 20 and 25. So I got a 45 and plus 30. And I think it's very clear. And if I type this in calculator, so I'm getting a mean of the all together is 50.2. 50.2. So this is very, very clear. Now I go for, he asking standard deviation of 45 values. The way I have a coding method for the mean, same coding method for deviation. And what the formula for deviation? Root, then we have sigma x minus a whole square over n minus square of what? Without a, this value will come in bracket. To here wrong. You can't put or okay the value. So sigma, what I will say here. So I'm writing here sigma x minus 30. So I have my first 25 values, sorry, square. And sigma x minus 30, next 25 values by n1 plus n2 and minus. I think obviously you understand what I'm saying. And that is actually this whole thing I'm going to write it now here, which I'm going to copy from here. I think idea is very clear. Copy and paste here. This is very clear. And square of the whole thing. Okay, now I'm going to apply the formula. It's not a hard job for us, so we can find it easily. And this is if you look at carefully, 12405, 12405, 12405 plus the other one, sigma power 2 is 11346, 11346, and divided by what? 45. And this number I can get it from here. Okay, and just a minute please, let me type in calculator. Actually this is a 439 plus 470 and divided by 45. So 909 or 45, yes. So 101 101. Okay, so just when I type in calculator, before I type, so this hopefully value I'm copying here, so better to save our time. And this copy and paste here and take a power of this. So if I find the deviation of the all 45 values, which it turns to be 10.9. I hope so. You got a point, and this question is completely over. Question number 2, we have the length of the tails of the adult raccoons, okay, of a certain species are normal distributed to the mean, because very clearly mentioned normal distributed. So normal distribution, so the mean is given by 28 and deviation 3.3. So mean is 28, deviation is 3.3. And the probability that random adult raccoon of this species have a tail tail length between 23 and 35. So let's see how we can do. So length is less than 35 centimeter and more than 23 centimeter. This is our plan. This length is, we can't use a table. Look at here, this table, as you know, we can use only situation when the values is converted into normalized form, z form. So current situation, we can't use it. We have to convert this L into Z. And what's the formula we have, students? Z is equals to, formula is X, or right here, X or L, no problem. L minus mean over deviation. So we can use this formula. Now question comes, how to use formula? And so have a look now. So L is becoming this value 35. Okay, I'm going to say here, immediately I write here Z in the middle because data is going to be normalized. 35 minus mean, which is 28, over deviation 3.3. Same here, 23 minus mean, which is 28, over 3.3. Okay, if you check this in calculator, and let me check, this is coming with me, -5 over, so -1.515, this value. And if you type this in calculator, so it's to be positive 2.121. And make sure we have to always 3 dp values, because to see the table. And you student, we have a special formula, and formula I just tell you. First I tell the formula, then I come to the question. Formula is whenever we have a one number positive, like for example A, and one number negative, and we're looking the area in the middle, I mean probability. So what is the formula? Probability phi of the A value plus phi of the positive B value without negative sign, and -1. So this is a basic formula. So current situation, this is a positive, this is a negative. So positive, I'm writing it here, and negative, I am writing it here. And the middle value I'm looking for. So what to do? Phi of this positive number plus phi of this value without negative sign, and -1. So when you see this table 2.121, you know it very well, 2.121. So 1.2. Wait a minute, let me check once again. This is, I think, typing mistake in my calculator. Sorry, writing mistake only. It tends to be this. Yeah, this is correct. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. Okay. So I'm going to find it. I'm going to find 2.1. 2.1 is here. Okay. So 2.1 is here. So 2.1 against 2.1 against, because 2.121. So this is, I got it from here, and 2 I'm looking from here, this 2. And 1 is I'm getting from here, this 0. So 0.9830 basically coming. This is my first answer, 0.9830. 0.98, this value 0.9830. Same way, I'm going to find phi of 1.515. So phi of 1.5. 1.5 is this line. Okay, because plan is 1.515. 1.5 done. Now 1, which is coming from here, and 5, which is coming from here. So 0.9345 and 6 I add. So 0.9351. So I believe this part is clear. And let's go back. So I'm finding here 0.51. And -1, if you add and subtract from 1, so I'm getting, after rounding, 3SF, 0.918. I hope so the point is very clear. Let's go for next part. The masses of adult raccoons of this species are normally distributed. Mean is given by him is 8.5 kilogram, and deviation is unknown. And he's saying 75% of adult of this species mass is more than 7.6 kilogram, and equal to 75% of this kind of species. Okay, how to convert it? And as usual, you know it. If you want to convert it, so x minus, or I said not x, or m, also same thing, m minus mean over deviation. So this value will come here, and you know it very well what to do rest. Same time, this m will convert into z, and 7.6 minus mean by deviation. And 75% means 0.75. I can put two more zeros. Student, this is a negative value kept coming if you type in calculator. So it is coming negative 0.9 over sigma. So 0.7500. Okay, now basically this value is a negative. Negative means left hand side, 0.9 over sigma. How to read this one? More than. More is called right area. But you know, negative numbers are not in the table. So same diagram, I'm going to make it again, but I convert this negative number into positive side. Do you know that this area and this area exactly same? Because diagram is symmetrical. So this area and this area representing that. So phi of 0.9 over sigma equals to this one. But you know, student, this is the probability. And I'm looking for phi of what number giving this probability. So let's go the table back. Though I can find it, I can find from the table, but we have a special numbers available below. So probability is this one, and this is a value 0.674. Even I get from the top 0.674, 0.674, 0.674. So 7 from here and 4 from here. If I add these two numbers, I get a same value. So I think idea is very clear. 0.674, 0.674. 5 I cancel. 0.9 over sigma equals 0.674. It goes there, it comes down. So 0.9 over 0.674. And well, let me check. When I type this in calculator, it tends to be 1.335, rounding 1.34, around 3 SF always. I hope so. The point is very clear, and the question is completely over. But 3 we have here. The height in centimeters, 200 adults. Okay. And okay, and summarized in table below. Okay, so draw histogram. First of all, check it. Is this continuous or not? Sometimes these values are not same. If they are not same, then you find class boundaries compulsory. But currently situation, we can do directly. Okay, and how to do it? I make extra table here. So what is the formula? Frequency density is equal to frequency by class width. So if I apply first one, frequency is 16, and class with the difference of these numbers. So 16 divided by 10, from where I got 10, it is a very clear 10 is coming from 160 minus 1, sorry, 20. 50 minus 30 because 1 is 20. So 20 is gap. So 20 difference, and if I divide them, so I get a 0.8. Same way, if I check it, the other number, so 32 frequency, and the gap between them is 10. So when I divide by 10, so 3.2. Same way, I can go for next one, 76 divided by gap, and that is again 10. So 7 by 10, so 7.6. Second last, and then we go for the last. Okay. Second last, 64 divided by 5 gap. If you divide this one, so it turns to be 12.8. And 12 divided by the gap, and this gap is actually 5. This gap is 20. So 20 gap, we divided, we got 0.6. So to do, we will make starting from 130, ending 150, height is pointed. But first of all, we make it the graph from 130 to 195. Okay. So what is method to do it? to get this values. So how to mention, how to do this kind of thing. Um, okay, and students, this is called a break. What is called break or compression? Compression means I can start from, for example, this number. I start because this is zero. So how we can show from 0 to 130? We can't show those numbers. So this is a 130 and check it. Highest was 95. So let me check if this is 130. So 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Yeah, I think I can make it all. So let's see now. So this is 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, and 195. So this is done. And now about the here we can write it here heights in centimeter. All right, and this is a important to write, okay, students, and write a frequency density. What is the highest frequency you can see from here is a 12.8. 12.8. How to get it? Let's see now. If I make it here 2, 4, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I think it's possible I can make it. So there I make it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and here I got a 14. So student, let's start. First, starting 130, ending 150, height is 0.8. Height is 0.8. Okay, 0.8. 0.8 is where? This is 1 and this 1 box. Reason, if I divide this 1 divided by number of boxes. Formula we have value divided by number of boxes. So when I divide it, I can get easily. So 1 divided by 5, I got a 0.2. So 0.2468. So make sure whole diagram along y-axis. So we have a formula, one small box is equals to 0.2. So 0.8 I'm looking for, and 0.8 is here, and I have to go till 150. And this shading part is not a compulsory. If you do it, it's good. If you don't do it, no problem at all. Okay. So this part is clear. Up till now, clear. So let's go for next. Is number 2. Number 2 column is starting from 150, ending at 160, 3.2. 3.2. 3.2. Where's 3.2? Here 3 and 1 box above 3.2. So 3.2. So this and this. Shading, I repeat, not a compulsory, but do it, good for you. Okay. And next one is we have to start from 160, 170, 7.6. 7 point. Where's 7.7 is here? 7.2, 4, and 6. Wait a minute. Here, 7.6. Okay, done. And we have to go till 170. Okay, and let me check it. Let's check it. Is it correct? Was 160 to 170? Correct. Next one is 170 to 175 and 12.8. 12.8 where? 12.8, 12 is a 13, this 12.8. Because 12.2468, 12.8. This is a 12.8. And now, obviously, This is a, so I believe nothing hard. It is a very clear. Okay. Next column, we have 175 till 195. 20 gap, zero point 0.6. 20 gap and point 0.6. Point 0.6 where? So 0.246. There's a three boxes small. So I think three boxes, three boxes. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe you understood. Main part is this formula of the value by number of boxes. It helps us a lot. Let's go for next part. He is asking interquartile range of R, show R is not greater than 15. What is interquartile formula, students? Basic formula for interquartile is upper quartile minus lower quartile. How to get upper quartile? Formula is 3/4 of total frequency, and which is 200. So 3/4 of 200. Let me check 200. Yeah, it's 200. So when I 200, so 3/4 of 200 is 175. So 175, wait a minute, 200. 200 is a 175. 150, sorry, 150. But 150 is not our answer. 150, we check it. 16 plus, check it where I get 150. If I check it, 16 plus 32 plus 76 plus 64, I get 188. But if I add these numbers, I'm not getting 150. So that is why this is my answer. I have to take this class. So 170 to 175 interval. 170 to 175. So this is upper quartile interval. I got it. Same way, let's go for low quartile interval, 1/4 of t plus 1. TF total frequency, and 1/4 of total frequency is 200, and I got it here 50. 50 is what to get 50? 1632. If I add, I got a 48. Let me forgetting. I have to add this. It means so for 50 lies in this interval. So 160 to 170. 160 to 170. This is a lower quartile. And students, what is the planning to do? He was asking, find out the range or interquartile range. So basically, highest value upper quartile is 775 and lowest is 160. So we have to find out R, and R is highest value minus smallest value. And we are getting 15. So he said that, so prove it, it should not be getting 15, 15 and less. So naturally, if I take it, this one, highest this one 15. If I take some other value from here, it will come less than 15. So it's proved. So R is less than equal to 15. This is done. So I hope so. The concept is very, very. Question number 4, we have a game for the two players played using a 4-sided dice with a number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one turn consists of throwing the dice repeatedly to get a maximum of 3 times. So it means, I give example. So this is like a 4 dice of 4-sided. So he can roll once. If we get I just give example to understand. If obtain a 4, no further throw is made. Okay, throw is made. Okay, and in case of he's not getting 4, he will get a 4, he get a 1 point, and he will when he get a 4, no further turn made. But how many times? Maximum 3 times. I give example to understand. This is the first attempt. He gets success. I mean, he get a 4 success, okay, and not 4, not success. So when he got a 4, he will stop same time, okay, and if he get not 4, he will try again. He got a 4, he will stop same time. Him not getting 4, he will try once again. I hope so understanding. Again, he got a 4, he'll stop again, stop there, same time. Or otherwise, he will try third. So this is the chances. And he's saying, show the probability player obtain a 4 in 1 turn is this much. In one turn means this full representing his turn actually. Some students think this is called turn. Not at all, not at all. Turn means, what does the turn means? Turn means he is throwing 3 times maximum. That is why see first, second, and third. So this is a first. Let me write it here first. This is called second, and this is called third. Okay, so 3 times he will try. Okay, and I hope so got a point. So he got us 4 in a, look at here in this line, he got a 4 one time only. Obtain 1 4. And what about this in the second, this one again 1 4. What about this student? In this we have 1 4. What about this? We have a not 4. So I will not take this one. So I will take this, and take this. So let's try to solve it. I think you people understanding now. You get a 4 first time, not 4, 4, and not 4, not 4, and 4. What is the chance of 4 is 1 out of 4, because you know it very well. This I'm writing here probability 1 out of 4, and here 3 out of 4. 1 out of 4, 3 out of 4. 1 out of 4, 3 out of 4. So I think planning is very clear. So 1 out of 4 plus now not 4 and 4. So it means I'm writing here 3 out of 4 times to 1 out of 4. And what about this 3 over 4 into 3 over 4 into 1 over 4? Yes, now I'm going to type in calculator. And let me check if I type this in calculator, what answer it's turned to be 37 over 64. Proved. I hope so, student, you got a point how I have handled this part. Let's go for and keep your eye on the part first to reply the second part. X and Y play this game. The probability X neither and no. Okay, neither no. X and Y score any point on his first 2 turns. Okay. And their first 2 turns. Okay, actually it means this. I just tell you one thing. It means this is representing 1 turn, okay? And it means what is the score of the first turn? Is very simple. Probability of scoring in 1 turn is 37 over 64, okay? And 1 is probability score not in 1 turn. So naturally 1 minus this. And this is, I check it, 1 minus 37, it becomes 27 over 64. I believe all people understanding what I'm saying. And now check it, what he talk about. Actually, each person take 2 turns, not 1 turn. So 1 turn and 1 turn. For example, first turn he tried, he got let's talk about X. So X first turn, then X second turn. What is this? 27 over 64 into 27 over 64. This is for X. Now Y first turn and Y second turn. So this again 27 over 64, 27 over 64. Basically, we are trying this way. Okay. And how we can write it now, if we check it in calculator, I'm getting 1 minute, please. Let me check it. It is turned to be 0.0317. I believe you got a point how we handle this question. Let's go for the last part. C. X and Y each have 3 turns, not 1 turn. It means this kind of 1, 2, 3. Okay. So a little bit difficult to understand, but I'll try my best to help you. Okay. So what is condition? When the probability X scores 2 more points than Y. How it possible? It is possible if X score is X score, for example, he gets 4 on 2 turns, and Y is not getting at all. Okay, if the difference of this is coming 2. Second scenario, we have if X scored in 3 turns and Y scored in 1 turn, the difference again comes 2. I hope so you got a point. How to handle this is interesting here. So let's see it, how we can do it. So first turn, as you know, this is called, let me tell you one thing. This is called first turn. Again, he will try the same thing like his second turn. So it means first turn his score is this much. And if he's not getting first turn, so this much. So make sure when I talk about, okay, let me take this part, this whole line, and this whole line is a very important to understand to help us to do the question. Okay, so that is why I'm bringing it here. So so first of all, student, look at here. He's able to score in 2 turns. Okay, out of 3 turns, make sure out of 3 turns, 2 turns he getting score. Okay, 4-4. So it means what is possibility like a score, okay, and not score, sorry, not score 1 time and score, then I get it answer. So let me write it for you. You will understand, inshallah. So let's say he's not getting 4, then he getting 4 and getting 4. So what is answer? So it means like the first turn, second turn, third turn. So actually, basically, we got it 27 over 64 into 37 over 64 into 37 over 64. But my question from you, this will come 3 times. You may ask, how come, sir? How come 3 times? So for your knowledge, I think we discussed before, but I repeat again, if I have 1, 2, 3, how many possible ways we can arrange? So we can range 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. If I fix 1 here, okay? If I fix 2 here, if I fix 3 here. So there 1, 3, 3, 1. Then if fix 3 here, then we have a 1 and 2 and 2 and 1. So there are 6 options. And look at here, 3p3 is 6 answer. You can check in calculator, 6 answer. But if we have 1, 2, 2 comes, so it means there's no repeating, but here 2 repeating. What happens then? I tell you in advance. So 3p3 divided by 2p2. This 2p2 come for the 2 repeating values. So in this option, I will fix 1 here. But 2, 2, I cannot write any other option. If I have a 2 here, 1, 2, and 2, 1. See, we cover 3 options. You see, you cannot get a more than 3. So it means when 2 numbers are repeating, you look, 2 numbers are repeating. So what to write here outside? I'm writing here. I'm writing here. I'm writing here 3p3 divided by 2p2. Why so? Because 2 repeating. That is why I believe you got a point. And what he got a 0 is 0 means all the time, 3 times he got a not 4, not 4, not 4. And how to answer 27 over 64 into 27 over 64 into 27 over 64. And this is no repeating. Okay, is this a no, because this rule is applicable only when something is different. Okay, so we have it because we have a 1 branch only, not. So that is why we got this answer. I think the quarter point. So this comes with that. So if you check it, this part only in calculator. Hold on, this is clear. So this I'm erasing. There's a little bit difficult part to understand. This is the first scenario I'm discussing, only students. Second scenario I discussed below. Wait a minute, please. Let me bring in the middle. So this planning is very clear. So this answer, if you check in calculator, when there's a 0 comes, so 0.03176. This is a probability when the first situation. Now, second situation, we have when we have a 3 and 1. 3, 1 means, students, so when he get a he get a 4 in all 3 turns. So it means I'm writing here, students, 4, 4, 4. This has got a 3 turns, okay. And how to write it? 37 over 64, 37 over 64, 37 over 64. This is done. Now let's talk about the y. Why we have what situation we have because he's scoring 1 time. So it means 1 time for not 4, not 4, and 4. I think this again you can see the 2 values are repeating. Okay, what to write? 3p3 for the 3 things and 2p2 for the repeating parts, okay? And this part, I am writing it here. And now I talk about his turns. So what is the option we have? Not 4, not 4, and 4 to get a 1 score. Okay, and this answer is turned to be what? Not 4 score is what? 27 of that. 27 or 64. 27 or 64 into 27 or 64 into 37 or 64. I repeat once again, I think this idea is very clear. All three terms, we have it. It's very, very clear. And if we type this in calculator, this we get it. What, students? This I'm getting time 3 and 1. So answer is 0.059645. And if I add them both, I get my answer. So total probability is becoming with us 0.0914. I believe this concept is very clear. This was a little tricky, but I hope so. You got a point, and question is over. Question number 5, we have in a certain area in the arc, okay, A, the probability, arctic, okay, and the probability that it snows on given is on snow any day is given 0.7. Okay, the independent of all other days. So let's see how we can do that. What he's demanding from us. Find the probability that week of 7 days it snows on at least 5 days. So it means total period of 7 days and at least 5 days he talk about. What does at least 5 days means? At least 5 days. It means, students, it means he talk about 5, 6, and 7. So it means we have a R value 5, R value 6, and R value 7. And what left behind P? Probability of snow is 0.7, and the Q is 1 minus that, so 0.3. So I think you can do it now. So this also expressed 4 and above than, so 5 and above than 5. So we have formula, all of you know, formula is NCR, Q to NCR, Q to power N minus R, P to power R. So applying 7C5, then 7C6, and lastly 7C7. So I believe this all points are very clear. And let's try to finish the question. Here, 7 minus 5, here 5, 7 minus 6, here 6, 7 minus 7, here 7. First bracket, we must try to Q. So each bracket first Q, then P, Q, then P, Q, and then P. Okay, and now I'm going to type in calculator. What the values we get it. If we type in calculator, first value I'm getting is so this turns to be 0.31765. Second value, if you check it, 0.24706. And this other one, last one is 0.08235. Yes, I'm going to add now. If you add them, the answer, finally, we're getting 0.647 after rounding. So this part is very clear. So let's talk about next part. A week in which a snow is at least 5 days, okay, of 7 is called a white week. So, you know, this is he talked about out of 7, 5 days snow, okay, snowfall. So we can say here, this he considered as a white. So find the ability 3 random chosen weeks like this kind of week, we have a 3. So 1 week of 7 days, second week of 7 days, third week of 7 days. So there's a week number 1, week number 2, week number 3. Okay. And he's saying that, so it means this is a probability, this P remains same. So I will take this number as a P, and P is 0.647. And what is the Q? Naturally, 1 minus 0.647. So Q turns to be 0.353. and 3. Okay, and what is he asking us to do it? Okay, he asking that n is naturally 3. You can see 3 weeks he taken, and at least 1 week we have. At least, what does at least 1 week means? At least 1 week. So it means R value is 1 and above. So it means we draw a number line. So 0, 1, 2, and 3. We have to stop it here. So, but I need this, I need this, I don't want. Which I don't want, I will find from that one and subtract for 1. So 1 minus probability when x is equals to 0. This is the whole planning. And 1 minus, this is what? Formula, you know, NCR Q to power n minus R P to power R. N is 3. So 3 C 0, and here Q, here P, 3 minus 0, here 0. Q is 0.353 and 0.647. So when you subtract it, 1 minus 0.353 in a power is 3. So answer turns to be 0.9560. So these are 3 SF answer. I hope so. The point is very clear. C part in a different area. The probability weak is white weak. Okay, white weak is 0.8. So probability of favor 0.8. Probability of not favor 0.2. And he's saying that that a suitable approximation whenever this comes, so we will go for a special way to solve it. When around 60 random chosen weeks sample taken and sample of 60 weeks, fewer than 47. So fewer than 47. So it means the weeks are less than 47. So we have to talk about white week. So you know, students. So when so the approximation. So first of all, we go for continuity correction. So when you go for continuity correction, student, what to do? So best technique for that kind of thing, we have to make a number line. Just this is not a compulsory, but it is easy to do like this. So from 47 go backwards. So it means this 0.5. So this number we are looking for. X is less than 46.5. But you know, students, when we have an x value, so how to convert into normal format? X minus mean by deviation. So if I want to convert this x into z, I have to put a value of mean and deviation. But do we have these values? Not at all. We will find it. How to find it? Sample is very clear, and we can find the formula, and formula is mean is equal to NP. So 60 times to 0.2. If I check it, I got 48. And how to get the second number? Second number, students, so we can go for Q value, mu value, deviation, sorry, root of NPQ. So it means root of N60, P is 0.8, Q is 0.2. If I type in calculator, it's going to give you 9.6 inside a root. So this is a deviation. Okay, so I'm going to plug in now Z. Z is less than 46.5. Okay, and minus 48, the mean value deviation root of 9.6. And if I type this in calculator, students, this value I'm typing 46.5 minus 48 over root 99.6, giving us negative 0.4841. And students, do you know that if I make it this negative value here, because negative always come left side, lesser means this portion. Do you know, student, I have to make a same bell shape here. And if I convert this negative into positive value, this area, for your knowledge, this area and this area equals to each other. So how to get this one? This white part is phi of 0.4841. But I'm looking for the reddish part. So 1 minus that. Reason, if you go this diagram, so look at here, this whole table give the value from left side, never from right side. Okay. So this is a reason from left till number. So this is called phi of that. But if I'm looking for the rest value, so 1 minus phi of that. So I hope so you got a point. And I'm looking for what number? I'm looking for number. Go back and check it. So I'm looking for the number. Planning is 1 minus phi of 0.4841 and 0.4841. So this value I get from the table 0.44841. 0.48. This is a 0.4 line, 0.48, and then we have a 0.484. So this number 14. So 6844, 14. If I add, I get 0.6858. So I hope so clear. So 0.6858. After subtracting 0.3142, but after rounding 0.314. I hope so the point is very clear. And let's go for next question. Next question, we have number 6. You can see here, Harry has 3 coins. 1 coin is biased, and the probability of the head obtained is 1 by 3. Okay. And second coin is biased as well, and head is 104. Third is a head obtaining 105. So he throws all 3 coins, and X is my concern. X is what? Obtaining the heads. I will focus on head. And we have to make a probability distribution table, because this whole depending upon the best idea as a teacher, I suggest you, so make it first branch expanded. And must make it diagram head and tail. Because we talk about head and tail. Okay, this is a first, and we got a 1/3 head chances. 1/3 and 2/3. Second option, we have a head or tail is what chances? And that is a head chances 1/4, and this is turned to be 3/4. I think clear idea. And this part, I'm pasting here. Okay. So third one, if you look at carefully, students, head or tail, the chance of head is 1/5, and tail is a 5/5. So if I apply it in a drag this and this part, I'm pasting here, I'm pasting here, and I'm pasting here. I think clear. So I have saved my time, and look at now carefully. I'm going to make a table, and table is what kind of table values we may have. So here I'm writing probability of X. So first option 0, next option 1, next option 2, and the last option 3. Logically, 0 head means tail, 0 head. And 0 head means I'm getting here 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24. So 24, and 3 5 4s are 20 in the 60. So we are getting 60 in denominator, 24/60. Okay, it means 0 head. 1 head means I will find out 1 branch and the 1 head. So this is called, wait a minute, 1 head means this branch. Okay, this branch, I will find it for 1 head, and I think so. And second branch is this, and third branch is this. So if I find it, so what answers turn to be 1 head, 3 for the 12, and 12 come from here. This branch 12/60. And the second is, okay, let me write 12/60. And 1 head is coming in this branch. So 2 4s are 8. 8 by 60. And 1 head come in this branch. 2 3 are 6. 6 1s are 6. And we got a 6/60. And I got 26. So here I'm getting 26/60. I believe there's nothing hard to understand. Let's talk about 2 heads. Those branches in which 2 heads come. This branch, okay, this branch I talk about. And this branch I talk about, okay, I put arrows. This arrow, second arrow is here, and third arrow of two heads is here. So let me calculate. I will calculate only upper part. 4 ones of 4, ones of 4. 4 comes. 4 comes. Okay, here 1, 3 is a 3, 1 is a 3, 3. Okay, and 1, 1 is a 1, a 2, 2. 7 plus 2, 9. So here 9. So I hope so. Clear idea? So I got a 9 over 60. I'm not multiplying denominators because understood 60. Now 3 heads in this top branch. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So 1 over 60, and I believe understood. If you add them all, you get 100%, you get a 1. So you can check it. If you add them, you got a 50, 59 plus 160 by 60 give you 1. I think this part is clear. Let's go for next one. Harry has he mentioned in this part. Harry has two another coins except those top three, and those are the head chances is P. So I'm writing it now here. Head chances is P, and not head or tail. Or tail chances is naturally 1 minus P. And according to situation student, what he's demanding, he throw 5 coins at the same time, like 3 previous and 2 new. And he said, why is the number heads obtained? Again, we have to concern head, given that this data, and we have to find out a P. So let me write this data, what he's talking about. Y equal to 0 is equal to 6 times 2, probability Y is equal to 5. 0 means like in all 5 dice is he got a 0. So look at now. So 0 head, mean tail, tail, tail. And we have this answer 24 over 60. So 3 is 24 over 60, 24 over 60. And now we have a, because again, no head and no head, so 1 minus t come 2 times. Because 2 times, so it becomes like this. What about this, students? So 5 times. So head comes 5 times. So it means 3 head comes this side here, and we can see 1, 1, and 1. So I got a 1, okay? So 1 and this 2 p's from here. So it means 1 over 60 into P into P. So I believe this is okay. And if I type in calculator 2460, this becomes 2 over 5 and 1 minus P whole square. This is cancel, 6 tens are, and I got a 1 over 10. And here P2 power 2 comes from here. So students, so this 5 goes there, and this 2 cancel, 2 and 2 multiply there, 2 2s are 4. So finally, I get this kind of form. I believe you're understanding. So I can have 2 choices. I can expand the bracket or take a square root of the both sides. I got a 2, 1 minus P. Here I'm writing plus and minus P. Or expand the power 2, multiply 4 inside, bring P square here, apply quadratic formula or factorization. Long working, but this is a time saving. I have 2 choices. 2 minus 2p is equal to positive p, and 2 minus 2p is equal to negative p. So negative, this p goes there, and I'm getting here 2 equal to 3p. And p value become 2 by 3 on answer number 1. And what about this? It goes there. So 2 is equals to p only. Probability is 2, which is never possible because probability cannot cross as 1. So that is why it's not possible. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Our question is over. Question number 7 we have, students. So what question number 7 is a topic of permutation combination. So have a look carefully. And he said 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5. Basically, if you look at carefully, 2 comes 2 times. So 2 comes 2 times. Okay, 4 appears 3 times. And 5, 3, and 1. So others. So others are 1. Others are how many? Others are 1, 3, 5 are others. So they are 3 values. So this point is very clear. So this data is very helpful throughout the question. So he said number arrangement of all 8 digits. So answer is 8p8 divided by, because permutation. So that is why repeating values we have to divide. So this is a 2 and 3. That is why it divides. And answer, if you check in calculator, 8p8. Yeah, one more. This answer turned to be 3360. Let me tell you, if upper number, lower number same, upper number, lower same, you can write factorial also. 8 factorial over 2 factorial into 3 factorial. This is only applicable if upper number and lower number same. So let's talk about next part. Find number of different arrangement, again permutation concept. So he says if it starts every number 2 and ending at 2, but all 3 fours are not together. Okay, I have 2 plannings. Let's talk about if I make this kind of concept. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this kind of copy, and I'm going to make it another time. Okay, but let's say 2 starting and 2 ending. Okay, 2 starting, 2 ending. Now my question, I don't care about the fours. 4 can be anywhere in order. Okay, but they are repeating. So what is that if ending with a 2 but 4 can be anywhere? Okay, total options when 4, we have no restriction. So no restriction about 4. So no restriction about 4 fours. So what is answer? So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6p6 and divide by 3p3. Why 3p3? Because there are 3 fours are repeating. And if you check it, this answer, so 6 factorial, we can say also no problem at all. Or we can say 6p6 and divided by 3p3. And I'm getting 120. So this is total options, okay? And now if I say, and I talk about, let's option we have. So I plan that if all fours are together, 4, 4, 4, I count them together. So all fours are together. Okay, if all fours together, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even this, for your knowledge, these fours can move forward and backward like this, Okay, students. So I believe idea is clear. So what is the way? 4p4, but no need to divide it, and 24. Logically, why we not need to divide it? Because they are dealing as a one block. That is why here they were shuffling 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. That is why we have to do like this. But if they come in a block, we should not divide by repeating values. I hope so clear. So when they are together and when fours are not together, all fours. So you have to write the word all. All fours are not together. Not together. So I have from total options when they are together or not together, subtract the together positions. We will get those when they are not together. And when I check it, I got a 96 answer. I hope so this part is very, very clear. Okay, this is a question he's talking about. Once again, I will go back and this data I need it because now we talk about the selection. So when you talk about selection, and very important thing I want to discuss, whenever selection is there, but they are repeating numbers. So this kind of things we have to be careful, and especially we have to be careful about the repeating values. And what he's saying, find the 3 digits I have to select, make sure, okay, and the 3 digits all different from each other. So we have some situations I discussed. If there are 2 and 4 and others. So we have 3 situations. Let's try to elaborate. If let's say not a single 2 comes, not a single 4 comes, but all 3 letter digits we take from the others. So there are three. So I can say here the answer is a 3C3. I will take all from here. One answer. Okay. I believe all student understanding. Second situation, if I take here one, then I must take two because two plus one give us three. And I'm taking from the four. There are three fours available. One to take it. So 3C1 into, and from these three letters, numbers, I need a two. So 3C2. This is a three, and there's a three, and three threes are nine. Okay. Now, if I take a zero here and one here and two again, same here. So this, because two repeating, so I will write 2C1. Wait a minute. So 2C1 into, again, this two I take from others. So 3C2. There's a three, there's a two, three twos are six. One more situation, if I take both 1, 1, 1, it is must 1 because it gives us 3 total again. So what is a possibility? So this I'll take from here, this I take from here, and this I take from here. So I think point is very clear. 2C1 into 3C1 into 3C1. This is a 3, this is a 3 to the 9, 9 twos are 18. And 18, 9 plus 1, 10, 10, 16, 18 become 34. So total options when this situation is 34. And what is a total? Total. It's not a total. The selections, okay, all together is so what is the probability? 34 by 8C3. You may ask from where I got 8C3 because 8 available, 3 to select. Is called 8C3 without any tension of repeating or not repeating. So if I check it in calculator, so this is the answer after typing. Let me check. 34 divided by 8C3. I'm getting 17 by 28. And this is my final answer. Paper is completely over. And best of luck for the coming exam. And I pray for you. And second number, best technique, those questions you done wrong after class or after 1 or 2 days, reattempt these questions where you done mistake. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.